my average is about like late September, not September. Whoa. Hi, hello, and good evening. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hi, I'm Helena, and today we're going to be just doing a cute little video. I saw Faith do this, and so shout out to Faith for giving me the idea to do this, because this is a really cute 10 before the end. These are the 10 books that I want to read before the end of the year. So let's just get right into it, because there's 10 books that we need to talk about, and also there's no way I'm gonna read 10 books before the end of the year, because my average is about 6 books a month. We really only have like 1 month left, honestly. We have, because it is late November already, so we basically have like 1 month. Okay, so we're gonna start with some fantasy. These are the fantasy books that I want to read before the end of the year. So we have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I read The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and I really loved it. And I went to go pick this up and saw that it is actually, like, the pages are extremely thin, and that there's actually a decent chunk of a book here, when it realistically looks smaller than the first one. It's just because the pages are extremely thin now for some reason. And also I heard that this is more politically than the first one. Like, this really gets into the politics of them being king and queen and everything, whereas the first one was just like action-packed, just like constant action and everything. And so I'm kind of nervous to read this one, but I really need to read it because I did just pick up what is it, The Songbird, the third one that just came out. I need to read this so that I can get to that one. So this is definitely on my list for one of the books that I want to read. Then we have Assistant to the Villain. I've heard such good things about this. I didn't know that this was technically considered fantasy, which I guess that makes sense now. But but me and my mom are going to probably read this together. I think we said in December, so this will definitely be on my December TBR. So we're definitely going to be getting to this one before the end of the year. This one just sounds so funny, and I heard from Alexa Ray, she loves this series and she talks about the little frog all the time and that he's hilarious. So I'm just excited to read this. Let's continue on with the fantasy. We have Belladonna. This is a recent pickup of mine. You will see it in the haul. But I am actually kind of excited about this. But yeah, this is like about death and this girl who like bounces around in the system, and death just like follows her like everywhere. I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and I've just been missing out on all the hype. I've got FOMO, so we're gonna try and get to at least Belladonna by the end of the year. I am a very mood reader, and also I am a series binger as well. So if I start a series, that's just what I want to read. So it's kind of hard for me to not just read an entire series like at once. Then one that we absolutely have to get to by the end of the year, because book 4 comes out at the very beginning of next year and I already have it on pre-order, is A Vicious Game by Melissa Blair. This is the Halfling Saga, and I freaking love this series so much, and it is so underrated. I literally see no one talking about this, and I don't know why, because it's so good. Book 1 was really good, but book 2, book 2 was my favorite. I loved book 2 with all my heart. And yeah, so this is book 3, so we have to get to book 3 because book 4 comes out at the beginning of next year. So we do have to read this. Whatever the TBR cards pick for us for December's video, we're gonna have to figure out a prompt for this sucker, because we have to read this. This is actually a very top priority for me, because I just need to be back into this world. And honestly, I loved Riven. Also, she was kind of hinting at a little love triangle between Riven and Killian. I like both of them, but I think I am a Riven girly through and through. You will see this on my monthly wrap up, but I did read Fourth Wing this month. So freaking good. So freaking good. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. And I was only halfway through Fourth Wing when I went to Barnes & Noble, and like, I got up on the website and I pre-ordered Onyx Storm. So I absolutely have to read Iron Flame. So this is also probably most likely going to be on my December TBR. I have to get to this because I need to know, one, I need to be caught up when Onyx Storm comes out, and two, I need to know what happens because this Fourth Wing was just so good. I just can't stop thinking about it. Iron Flame is on the list for the 10 before the end. I even bought Fourth Wing merch. I bought a sweatshirt that says Violent Little Thing, and it has like little lightning bolts, and then it has the dragon on the sleeve. And then I bought a shirt that says Zaddy, and then it says like Satan Rorson, and then on the back it says Save a Dragon, Ride a Wing Leader. And I got both of those from Etsy. I will link the Etsy shops down below because obviously Etsy is just amazing because I love supporting smaller businesses. The rest of the books that we're going to talk about, there's one mystery, and then the rest are like romance or dark romance. You will see this also in my wrap up, but I did read almost the entire Natural series. So the last one is Bad Blood, and I haven't read that yet. So this is going to be definitely going to be on my 10 before the end because this series I'm freaking obsessed with. If I wasn't in the middle, if I hadn't started Zodiac Academy after finishing Killer Instincts, I would have just continued the series. Bad Blood is definitely on the list because this is so good, and also this one has the novella in it as well, so that's very exciting. Because I saw that the novella was like years later kind of thing, and I'm excited to see that, even though it's just a little novella, but I'm still excited to see them later in their lives and see what's going on. I think All In is my favorite so far. I love the other two, but I think All In is my favorite so far. So we have to finish Bad Blood because I need to know what happens, how she wraps it all up, and I'm ready to read the novella as well, so I'm excited for that. So technically there's two in here, but we're just gonna count her as one. Okay, now we have a bunch of romance or dark romance. Most of them dark romance. Yeah, I would say most of them dark romance. One's considered YA, but I don't know why it's considered YA when I've heard that there's really deep topics discussed in that and everything, so I don't really know why that's considered YA, but it's okay, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I get there. But first up is Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I've heard really good things about this series. Yes, I have this cover. I love these covers. We're gonna read Corrupt for sure. This has been a very long awaited book, honestly, for me. I've been dying to read this. Haunting Adeline. I feel like I'm gonna love this, and I'm just literally so excited for it. I call myself a dark romance girly, but honestly I've only read I think like a couple dark romances, so like, am I really a dark romance girly? And then another dark romance that we have that I did just pick up not that long ago is God of Malice is on the list. Also, look at these cute little red sprayed edges, so I hope that Barnes does all of them like this with the sprayed edges, because then my books won't match and then it'll be annoying. I heard that each book is about a different couple, so they're like an interconnected standalone, and I think there's quite a few of them actually. But this is the only one that Barnes & Noble has right now. So like I said, I hope that they do all of them with the sprayed edges. But I just love these covers so much. And this is actually a pretty thick book. There's like, she's kind of thick. And that brings us to the last book that we are going to talk about today. And this is the one that I said that was YA. It is Binding 13, the Boys of Tommen series. I've been dying to read this. I've said this about most of them, but I've seen this just all over YouTube and everything, and I've just been dying to know like, yeah, it says YA fiction. I don't understand why this is considered YA when it has some deep stuff in it. So this is the last book that I want to read. This is my last one of 10 Before the End. This is number 10. I would love to have this on my TBR for next month, but we'll see what the TBR cards have in store for us next month. That concludes my list, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!